Today you're going to learn a lesson in...
Now's not the time to fear. That comes later.
Go away! This isn't a Bane episode.
Sorry, just trying to help.
I literally have no idea what you're saying. Can we get Wheezy here some subtitles?
Welcome back to another episode of Batman the Animated Recap. Last time, we covered Christmas with the Joker, featuring the Clown Prince of Crime. This time, we're recapping an episode featuring the Master of Fear, Scarecrow. What are you afraid of?
Open flames. I somehow doubt this material is fire retardant.
Well, of course it isn't. How else is your career ever going to catch on fire?
Don't do that. I make the jokes around here.
Sorry. But let's move on. Season 1, Episode 3 of Batman the Animated Series, Nothing to Fear. We open on the Gotham skyline at dusk. A helicopter with some shady-looking occupants flies towards Gotham Towers. Wait, so the bad guys get helicopters, but the police get blimps? Now look, I'm not going to launch into a tirade like I did in Episode 1, but there is a reason the city desperately needs Batman, okay? And that guy's got a vehicle for every situation. Batmobile, Batcycle, Batjet, Batcopter, and probably a Bat blimp for casual Fridays. We cut to inside Gotham Towers, where a charity book signing is being held to save the university. We learn that the university has had a recent string of robberies and acts of vandalism. Reporter Summer Gleason questions university alum and balding Mark Twain, Dr. Long, about the university's recent bad luck. He mentions if the school has one more disaster, students won't feel safe attending. He then cuts in front of Bruce Wayne, who has been waiting for the elevator. What a dick. Bruce follows Summer and Dr. Long into the elevator, where Summer makes introductions between the Doctor and Bruce. Turns out, Dr. Long attended university with Bruce's father and says this.
He had big plans for you.
Bruce says that his father would be pleased, citing the success of Wayne Industries. This sets the Doctor off, ranting that Wayne used to be a respected name and now it's just synonymous with a jet-setting playboy. He then ends his diatribe with this little mic-dropping moment.
It's lucky your father didn't live to see what you've done to his good name. He'd have died of shame.
What? No one talks to Batsy that way and gets away with it except me. Let me at him. Where did I put that chainsaw?
I sold it.
You sold my chainsaw? Why would you do such a thing?
It was a tiny chainsaw. What was it good for?
Slowly and painfully dismembering idiots. Good help is so hard to find.
Summer follows Dr. Long out of the elevator in an effort to finish her interview. Bruce is left in the lift just in a state of shock over the doctor's words. He doesn't get to wallow for long, though, as he notices a helicopter hovering suspiciously over the university bank. The university bank? And here I thought universities kept their money in normal banks. Like, when you advertise that you keep all your business's money in one place with minimal security, I'm surprised they hadn't been robbed blind sooner. Inside the bank, we see a security guard enjoying a snack while reading a Tiny Toon Adventures comic book. Nice cross-advertising, Warner Brothers, but does that mean that Warner Brothers Studios exists in the animated Batman universe? And if so, does the '89 live-action Batman movie exist also, but in a based on true events sort of a way? And would there then also be a Batman the Animated Series in Batman the Animated Series? And if so, does Warner Brothers also exist in that universe, thus repeating the cycle indefinitely? I just hurt my brain. An explosion from the roof creates a hole into the bank lobby, which just seems like poor planning. Like 10 feet over and they'd have been straight into the vault. The Scarecrow and 2 armed goons enter the bank. The security guard attempts to stop them, but gets gassed with Scarecrow's fear toxin. He starts seeing what he claims are spiders swarming over him, but last time I checked, spiders have 8 legs, not 4. Which Earth does this cartoon take place on, DC? The Scarecrow blasts into the vault and instructs one of his goons to take some of the money, but burn the rest. When questioned about burning the cash, he responds with,
This isn't about money. It's about revenge.
Batman arrives to thwart the crime, but gets hit with a dart containing the fear toxin. In a scuffle with the Scarecrow, the vault gets lit on fire, allowing Scarecrow and his thugs to escape. Batman tries to get out, but he starts seeing images of his father in the flames telling him what a disgrace he is. This paralyzes him, and he's about to be cooked alive when the bank's sprinkler systems kick on, extinguishing the flames.
Lame.
Did someone say my name?
What? No, I didn't say Bane! Get out of here!
Going mobile.
The police arrive and Bullock starts giving Batman a hard time as per usual. Batman did manage to tear off a piece of material from Scarecrow's mask, and Bullock tries to take it, citing that it's police evidence. Batman shoves him away, and he delightfully reaches for his gun before Gordon shows up and distracts him long enough for Batman to get away. What was your plan there, Bullock? Bullock, what have you done? Wasn't my fault, Commish. He shoved me, so I shot him 6 times. In the face. We cut to a chemical plant where Scarecrow and his goons watch a news report of Summer Gleason citing that Batman stopped the arson attempt on the bank. I'm sorry, what? The sprinklers stopped the arson attempt and saved Batman. Where's their 15 minutes of fame? The Scarecrow's goons ask why he has it out so bad for the university so we can get our villain's tragic backstory. The Scarecrow had loved frightening people as a boy and had become obsessed with fear as an adult. He was the leading professor of subliminal psychology at the university and used his position to perform experiments on people involving fear and its subsequent effects on them. Dr. Long thought his research went too far and had him fired. Wait, what the... There's nothing tragic there. He was a twisted kid who became a twisted adult performing sadistic experiments and got fired for it. Like, get over it, pal. Do you know how many pharmaceutical companies would hire you on in a heartbeat?
Well, you know what they say. Revenge is a dish best served by idiots.
I don't think they say that. Anyway, back at the Batcave, Bruce has the Batcomputer analyzing the material he tore from the Scarecrow's mask. There's also a weird moment where the camera pans past a TV that plays the following.
You'll feel like $1 million.
That's it. It never comes up again, and I don't know why it's there. I mean, I guess so that we know the TV's on, but you could just show a screen in the background with images on it for us to know that much. I don't know, it just seems weird. Look, if I were going to use it, I'd at least make it a lazy transition.
You'll feel like $1 million.
Bruce still has the fear toxin in his system and is barely holding it together.
Though the Batman did thwart the arson, he failed to catch the perpetrators. Failed to catch the perpetrators. Failed.
Alfred shows up with his usual sass.
Someone dressed up in a frightening costume, running around scaring people. What will they think of next?
Alfred asks if Bruce is all right. Bruce confides in him about the visions of his father telling him that he's shaming the family name. In a rare moment free of all puns or sarcasm, Alfred says,
I know your father will be proud of you, because I'm so proud of you.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
We cut to Gotham Museum, where a charity gala is being held for the university. In the donation box, we see, well, more large cash donations than one would expect. Honey, we're going to that charity event this evening. Would you get the fat wads of cash out of my sock drawer? Green gas starts to flood the museum in a very Batman 89 kind of way before Scarecrow and his goons show up to take the money and kidnap Dr. Long. Now, even though Dr. Long should already be under the fear effects like everyone else in the room, he tries to stand up to the costume criminals.
I'll take that. Over my dead body.
Dr. Long then experiences what it must have felt like to drink from the wrong Grail cup in The Last Crusade. Batman arrives only to have Scarecrow sick the fear-influenced party guests on him because, you know, with all other fears, people have collapsed and cowered, but I guess with giant bats they become emboldened. Batman gets past the party guests and heads up to the rooftop to find Scarecrow's getaway vehicle. A Zeppelin. Scarecrow must have known we were running short on fiery explosions this episode.
Perhaps you are as resourceful as they say.
Batman jumps onto a hose that's hanging down from the airship. The hose was feeding the toxin into the museum, but also appears to be directly connected to the gas cell of the dirigible, so is the ship floating on fear toxin?
No, you simpleton.
Batman makes it to the roof of the airship, causing the Scarecrow to react thusly.
Anthony, take care of him.
Who, me? But boss.
Do it!
Scarecrow, you do realize that blimps and zeppelins are highly allergic to automatic gunfire, yeah?
Wow, he's a real professor.
Batman and the goon get thrown from the ship. Batman uses his grappling hook to avoid falling, but I guess the goon just eats pavement and dies. If you say so, why not just have him land in a pillow factory or mattress warehouse?
Or in a vat of acid.
Yeah, or in a vat of acid. Wait, how would that break his fall?
Oh, it wouldn't.
Oh. Ugh. Anyway, the fear toxin starts to affect Batman while he's dangling from the ship, but he shakes it off, delivering one of his most iconic lines from the whole series.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.
The Zeppelin crashes into a building, exploding in grand fashion, but not before the Scarecrow escapes and Batman manages to save Dr. Long. The Scarecrow's other goon also managed to jump out of the ship before it exploded, but not to worry because he landed safely in a nice, soft tree. Okay, so they don't know what spiders are, and they ignore the laws of physics, right? I mean, how else would you explain this? What is Batman's cape made out of? That thing exploded directly above them and presumably fell straight down. Look, he's the hero, so I'll give you Batman, but Dr. Long is dead for sure.
Marvelous. Simply marvelous.
Batman's analysis of the material from Scarecrow's mask comes back, leading Batman to the discovery that Scarecrow is one Jonathan Crane and operates out of Crane Chemicals. Batman gets there before Scarecrow and doses him with his own fear toxin, giving us a rather haunting image of Batman. Back at Gotham PD, Bullock storms into his office, betting his badge that Batman and Scarecrow are in cahoots. To which Gordon responds,
"Your badge, eh?"
Huh?
The only thing missing from that is a laugh track leading to some classic sitcom end credits.
"Your badge, eh?"
The episode ends with Bruce visiting the grave of his parents. He walks away, revealing his shadow to be that of Batman.
Right. He's Batman and Bruce is the mask he wears. We get it!
Well, if a guy dresses up like a bat, clearly has issues.
I'll tell you what, I'm having a hard time reviewing these. They're all so good. I mean, at what point is it just gushing instead of rating? Look, I will say this. I did find it odd that Robin wasn't in this story since it involved the university being terrorized, and we do see in a later episode that Dick is attending Gotham University. I feel like it would have made sense, but what did you think?
Even though I wasn't in the episode, I did appreciate getting to see Batsy's vulnerable side. I'll have to use that against him in the future. You know, that Crane's got style. If only he'd developed an immunity to his own fear toxin, he might have won. You know, he and I should team up sometime and mix some chemicals. Can you picture it? People terrified out of their minds, but they can't stop laughing about it. 4 out of 5 city blocks destroyed by a Zeppelin. Join us next time when we'll be covering The Last Laugh. Could it be another me episode? Oh, happy day! Till next time, kiddies!
Now's not the time to fear. That comes later.
Cut!
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I can't stand talking in that voice. Oh. So, what do you say, fellas? Am I part of the regular cast now? Huh? Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like and a share. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell icon to be notified when more Batman the Animated recap episodes go up. And we've got a ton of other cool shows on the channel, so stick around. You might find something else that you like.